Carolina. I'm talking to you from Portugal, around in a city around Lisbon. Welcome to my YouTube channel. You can find me on Instagram at BoKnit and on Ravelry as Carolina Frias. This is a podcast where I will talk about all things knitting related, and I hope you can enjoy it. Today there is a very gloomy and rainy day here in Lisbon, so probably the light will be a little bit off, and also you'll hear some background noises as the rain is really strong here. I'll start now by talking about what I'm wearing. This is a handmade and designed by me piece. It is a sleeveless top which I designed. It has some really nice and simple lace at the bottom, and also some nice details on the back, which I'll put a better picture somewhere around here. It is knitted in baby yak silk, which is a fiber from Mayak, 50% baby yak, 50% silk, which comes in skeins of 25 grams with 116 meters. I'll put the yards somewhere around here too. Now I'll move on to finished objects. Lately all my finished objects are only socks, which is kind of unusual for me. I really like bigger pieces, but unfortunately my mind and my schedule isn't allowing to process and finish very big items. So lately I've been finishing socks, about one pair a month, or one pair every 3 weeks, which is not really bad, as I have the goal to make one pair of socks a month, so at least I'm meeting that goal. These socks are very special. These were a test for a new dyer here in Portugal. She's starting her business of self-striping yarn, self-striping dyeing, and I was really fortunate to be picked up for one of her early tests. She's now has evolved to more refined dyeing. So, but I finished these socks. I really like them. They have 24 colors, and this was really quick to a really quick knit. I started them top down, so cuff, from cuff to toe. I'll make, this one is an afterthought heel, so I didn't break the stripes. With afterthought heel with a mini I had at home, and this is a simple toe, so really simple socks, and at least I have one finished object this month. Oh, about works in progress, I have a few, too many, but sometimes it is what it is. I'll try to keep a kind of a schedule for my knitting, but there's not always possible, and life gets on the way sometimes. So now I have some too much projects going on, but I'll try to make back my best. And after all, this is knitting and it's supposed to be fun, so I'll always try to to keep that in mind. My first project is a long time project. I started it about April, and then it was just put aside for 2-3 months, and I got back to it in August. It is a wrap, mid-season wrap. It's my Acevedo Wrap. Yeah, this is all the progress I've made so far. Most of it in the last month, so this much in the last month, so it is not bad at all. I really like this design, but somehow it always gets kind of forgotten. I don't know why, but I really like it. It's a collaboration between Quince & Company and Maria Guinitz, which is a Portuguese designer. I'll put some informations and the photograph of the finished object here, so you can see, and I'll try to put all the links in the description below. Most of the designs I make, most of the patterns I choose to do are written both in Portuguese or in the mother language of the designer, and also in English. If there wasn't, if by any chance it's not the case for some of the designs, I'll put it somewhere on the screen that it is not has an English version. This one has, of course, an English version. It is a very nice and generous wrap. I'm making some modifications because I'm a really short, really tiny person, so I'll be making fewer repeats of the pattern, so I don't get a wrap that's bigger, that's too much bigger than me. I'm using this is not the original yarn, but I'm using some yarn from my stash. This is Coast from Retrosaria Rosa Pomar. It is light fingering, almost lace. It's a lace weight yarn. It has 50 grams, 350 meters, and is 55% lamb's wool, 45% cotton, and my colorway is 19. I'm also using, let me check, 375 Knit Pro Symphony needles, which gives me more or less the gauge of the original pattern. Then I always try to have some socks to knit whenever I need a break or whenever I need to go to be out and about. So I'm making the second sock of this design. Oh, sorry. This is a cuff down sock as well, with a short row heel and a kind of a rounded toe. I messed up my decreases here, so this is not right like the original, but it fits. This design is called Folhas Caídas, which kind of translate to fallen leaves in English. Is also by a Portuguese and podcaster designer called Cristina, and I'll leave all the links below. My second sock is right about here, so it's a little tiny sock by now. I'm using Shawl, a Soberball 100, which is 100% wool in the colorway 1701. This is 100 grams with 400 meters of yarn, and this is the gradient of colors. After finishing my first sock, I make a bowl with the yarn and with the colors in the middles, because I wanted a pair of very similar socks. And now I'm knitting, sorry, I cut it. So here I have some coral, but some blues, some lighter green, some yellows. This is really nice, and it will give me easily another pair of socks. And I'm knitting from this leftover, which has more or less the same gradient of colors as the first sock. So, and I'll hope to get very similar socks. Then I'm knitting another, unfortunately it is still a summer garment. I not yet have the mental space and the time to start knitting winter or autumn pieces. So I still finishing a summer piece. It is also by two Portuguese designers, Marta and André. This is a very special project. It is a summer tee with big stripes. I've made some modifications to the pattern. I'll start by casting on more stitches than the recommended by the pattern, so I'll get a wider head circumference, so my neckline doesn't go too far by my neck, but I'll hope that this will fit a little bit more down here, so it doesn't kind of crush my neck too much. I'm using these colors. These are all drops yarn. They are all drops Loves You 9, which I really like. It is 100% recycled cotton. It is 50 grams, 125 meters, 136 yards, 100% recycled cotton. This colorway is 114. The gray one is, let me see, 102. And the white, I don't have the tag anymore, I think. No, I don't. But it's 0 or 01. It is the colorway. I really don't know for sure. This is a very, as I was trying to mention, this is a very special design because it's all the profits of the Reveille sales will go to an association, a Portuguese non-profit organization that helps and supports the LGBTQA plus community here in Portugal. That's why this is called the Ari T or t-shirt Ari, because Ari dos Santos was a very special Portuguese figure back in 1960s, which stood up for the Pride community and defended the Pride values. So this design is also an homage to all the things he's done and all the things he left for the LGBTQA plus community. Then making, I'm part of a Patreon community, the community from Yedra Knits magazine, which is Spanish magazine with edited by Soraya Garcia, which is a Spanish designer. And in this community we started a call to knit this shawl, the Grimoire Shawl, which is a design by Soraya Garcia. And I also started, I'm joining that call, that knit along, and I've started my Grimoire Shawl. It is very little by now, but I think might end it by the end of October. Yeah, I think it's doable. I'm using yarn from my stash as well. So I'm using. I'll use 3 colors for this project. These 2 are Folhas da Fazenda, which are a Brazilian dyeing brand. This is their sock base, which is 80% merino superwash, 20% nylon. Sorry, but today I don't know what I've done with tags, so I'm missing a few tags. I'll try to do better next time. So this is the sock base, Folhas da Fazenda sock base. I don't know the calories, sorry, but I have 50 grams of each, which is plenty for this shawl, and I have 100 grams of this yarn, which is Manos del Uruguay Alegria. I don't remember the colorway, but I think it's really, really nice. I bought it to make a shawl, and then the right project just came in. This will be my sequence of colors. I'll start with the yellow, which is the color that will be closer to the neck. Then I'll move on. Most of my shawl will be knitted in this color, in the Manos del Uruguay, because I have 100 grams of that. And then the border will be on this eggplanty color. So these are my too many works in progress. So for this first English episode, I wanted to keep it kind of short, so I don't mess up too much. My English, as you can see, is a little bit rusty. but I'm slowly working back on it, because I on my daily life I don't have that much opportunity to talk in English, although here in Portugal most of us has 12 years of English, so we more or less we can understand, we can speak, we can write, but I don't want to push too much, so I really hope you can understand me. I just want to let you know one or two things. I have a Revelry group. On that group I'll have several threads. One of them is about a challenge which has ended in the previous week, but I also have a design support thread, so if you choose to purchase any of my patterns, you can put your questions there and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I always give priority to design support questions. You also have a chat thread, so if you want to just chat, ask me general questions about knitting, about my life, I'll try to answer you. And I have also a test knitting thread. You can sign up there if you would like to test knit for me. I'll be having at least one test knit going soon in October, I hope, because I intend to launch design in October, which is already in the test knit phase. So as soon as I release that one, I'll open another test knit. By now, I think I'll only have the information in Portuguese, but if you like, you can message me on Instagram or on Revelry, and I'll put all the informations in English as well. I'll hope you like this video. If you do, please subscribe for the channel and hit the like button. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Correct me if I've said something wrong. So I'm always eager to learn more, so I'll try to always do better and always attend to your expectations. So happy knitting, be happy, see you in 2 weeks, bye bye.